All right, orange guy here. So what opposition is left? What is left? What hasn't been covered? Here's what some of the ones that are left. Okay, at the moment we have conflicting orders, right? So orange guy says one thing, and well, but the president or the prime minister or the dictator they say look, do this other thing, and I say look Pipsqueak, that ain't gonna work. Okay, we can't look. That's the clash, Pipsqueak. That ain't gonna work. Okay, when you take the two orders, that's been part of our problem apparently. Okay, look, that's the clash. Okay, Pipsqueak, that ain't gonna work. Okay, so look, we need a signature, an agreement from every military leader of every single nation. Okay, signature and agreement that orange guy orders are the only ones they follow. So that's what we need. That's what we need. Now, there'll still be some opposition left, like the ship that just turned suppression devices on. They ain't gonna make it. They ain't gonna make it. Those ones that just turned suppression devices on, for example, they already did. Believe it or not, they already did. So some aren't gonna make it. Okay, some aren't gonna make it. We won't be able to put it together on those ones. Okay, they're not gonna make it. Okay, so we have universal software. Okay, available. Okay, to militaries, every single nation. Okay, every single nation has software available. Or make sure it's available if you're tech military. Okay, in that nation, and you don't have access to software, reach out. Okay, these are the software available. One of which is ship bag catching. Okay, another which is suppression device finding. Okay, we have missile surveillance. Okay, and we have air tracking and sea tracking. So those are 5 bits of universal software. So it how does this software benefit? So we have this universal software. How does it benefit your nation and military? How does it benefit your nation, basically? How does it benefit, especially your nation, not just military, but how does it benefit your nation? Look, first off, you can find the ship bags faster. Okay, you can find the ship bags faster. But the other part which has been difficult because of years and years and years of nonsense, okay, is you're overcoming, there's distrust between, look, this other one over here and this other one over here, they clash. Okay, you have distrust built up. Now you can verify, look, there's no air traffic that's not where it's supposed to be, or there's no missiles where it's not where it's supposed to be, right? So you can verify and overcome the distrust by verification. So that's going to be significantly beneficial. You can say, look, there really isn't any air traffic where it's not supposed to be. It'll be fine, regardless of some fool's rhetoric that they spit out. You can say, look, I've confirmed it doesn't exist, or I confirmed and it does exist, and take action. Okay, so you have confirmation and verification to overcome the distrust that's built up, because basically this has been also part of the problem is, look, some are telling the truth along the way and some are not. Okay, and that's difficult. That's difficult to deal with. So if you don't have access, if you're a nation military, okay, if you're military and you don't have military tech, okay, you don't have access to software, reach out, okay, and get on the software, and now you can keep moving forward. Keep moving forward.